Hi and welcome back to the FreeFormKnits YouTube channel. I'm Haxann Evers, Knit and Crochet, whose freeform ways of crafting have led to the world of design. All the places you can find me are listed right down below this video. This is my knitting and crochet channel where I show all my recent makes. I have my podcast here where I talk about my recent makes and designs. I share yarn hauls, and in this video right here, I do pattern roundups. These pattern roundups are all these free patterns I found either through Ravelry or on blogs about different patterns that I really want to make. Now, unfortunately, there are only so many hours in a day, so I obviously don't get to make all of them, but I love talking about them and sharing them with you and maybe inspiring you that maybe you haven't seen any of these patterns and you really want to make them too. So that's going to be this video. We are getting into the warm months of the year, and I really want to make some fun tops. So I've actually just filmed the crochet version of this video, so if you haven't checked that out, please go and do that. If you are a crocheter and you want to make some tops. But in this video, we're going to be talking about some knitted tops. I'm going to be honest, I've made probably I've made 3 total knitted t-shirts. Only one of them I wear and one of them I gave away and is dearly loved. It was a really well appreciated t-shirt. But I kind of want to branch out because I've tried making knitted t-shirts and tank tops in the past and it just always goes awry. I don't know why. So I kind of want to conquer that this year, and I found these 4 patterns that I really want to make. They look really pretty and I hope that they go over well because me and garment knitting, we kind of have an off again on again relationship. I don't know, sometimes a project will go really well and sometimes it will not go very well. So let's get into it. I have the patterns all on this sheet on my computer so I don't miss any details. So if you see me looking down, that is why. I apologize for that. I didn't have any stand to put it on, but that's why I'm looking down. But hopefully I can edit most of that out because there'll be pictures on the screen of these patterns. So yeah. The first top looks so pretty and honestly is kind of like exactly what I want in a knitted t-shirt. It is the Bamboo Summer Top by Nancy Ritchie. It is DK, but here's the catch. It's worked bottom up, which I don't mind the idea of. It's just the practicality of measuring before you get to these like where you have to separate for your front and back. I always manage to mess that up in any bottom up top I've ever made. I always end up making it too short or too big, but that is something that's a me problem, not a pattern problem. But I love the colors she used. She has 2 samples on the pattern picture. One is like this really pretty mottled purple and the other is like this solid gold, or like kind of like different tonal gold, and both look so pretty. And honestly, I was kind of looking for yarn comparable to it when I was looking for yarn. I don't think I settled on what yarn I'm going to use for this, but definitely a cotton sort of yarn. The best thing about doing a bottom up sweater, especially if you have a detail on like near the hem or like this lace portion like this one has, you can do that first and then just focus on knitting vanilla the rest of the top. And that idea really appeals to me. It's such a pretty top. I really love the way it looks, and I also love the straps. That's another thing that gets to me about knitted tank top style tops. Like you will usually have to end up doing some sort of I-cord, and sometimes I'll have like this complicated crisscross in the back. But this looks really straightforward and simple. I don't know, it might be an I-cord. I can't really tell from the picture. But like just the way it falls, the neckline, it just looks like it'll be a really straightforward knit. And I really love the look of it. And it looks like she's kind of dressed it up in the picture. She's wearing these nice shoes, got these nice pants. So it looks like you know, if you've gone out to a summer party or something. I don't know, it looks so pretty and classic, and I really want to make it, obviously. The next top we're going to be talking about is the Caitlin Barthold worsted top down. Now, this was very interesting to me. It's a worsted weight tank top, which actually my sister, she's also a knitter, she made a worsted weight tank top and she wears it all the time and it looks really good. I don't know if this one, I don't think she made this one. I think she made a different pattern. But it's kind of got these garter, is that garter, or I think it's actually ribbing. From far away it looked like garter. And like the construction of it looks really interesting, just the way the straps are. If it is garter, I can't tell from the picture, to be honest. From far away, it looks like it could be garter. Close up, it looks like it could be twisted but just the way the fabric is, if it is twisted rib, then just the way it's constructed, if you can see how it falls over her shoulders, then it must be like the band was cast on first and then like separated. I don't know, it looks very interesting. But this is a top down, so fit, like getting the body to be the length you want won't be an issue. Really it's never an issue, but just will be different from the previous top. But it is a worsted weight. I've mentioned before that I think cotton yarn, especially the cotton that I've had the chance to work with, I use a lot of, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, different variations of that, and I find it's kind of a thinner worsted, a DK, but it's really easy to play with the gauge, and I find that you have to do that a lot with cotton, especially when you're making a top, because it just acts differently from like what you would use for a big winter sweater. It just falls differently, the drape's going to be different depending on your gauge, and cotton does have a tendency to tighten up in the wash. Honestly, I've used dishcloth cotton for some of my summer tops. That's some few summer tops I've made before, and I would always make it bigger, and I throw it in the washer and I leave it flat to dry. I don't ever put it in the dryer like I would like a dishcloth, because that might tighten it up too much. So I don't think I'll have a problem using a DK-ish, worsted-ish cotton for this top. It looks really good. I love the shape. And like I said, I have this thing about straps. Honestly, her straps look a little too thick for my liking. I'd probably narrow them a bit, but they're also not as thin as the previous top looks. So I don't know, but it does look really good. Really, again, she's very classic the way the picture is. Like she's got these nice jeans on, this belt. It just looks really, really pretty. And if you did use like a regular worsted weight yarn out of it, my sister made her tank top out of an acrylic worsted weight. And like I said, she wears it all the time. She loves it. So, and honestly, this pattern picture looks very similar to the one she made in terms of like the color and the weight. If you made it out of that, it would probably still be really nice, even if it wasn't out of a cotton or a summer type yarn. Another thing I really like about this top is that I could easily see you, like if you did make it out of not a specific summer yarn, but like a worsted weight, you know, different type yarn. I could really easily see like you could like put a long sleeve shirt under it and have it like all year round. Like it'd be like a vest. It looks really pretty. The third top we're going to be talking about is the Audrey Summer top by Stein Raddick. This is a light, classified as a light yarn weight. She held fingering and sport together, I believe. So it's kind of DK-ish. Because like she's a light fingering plus a sport, so there's kind of, like I said, room to play around with gauge. In my mind, there's always room to play around with gauge. Me and gauge kind of have this weird relationship, but regardless, so she classifies it as a DK. This is also another bottom-up top. I found with the knit tank tops, it tends to be, a lot of them tend to be bottom-up, and I think that makes it easier to have these straps. What I really like about this tank top is it kind of has this very clean shaping for the top. Like she has some shaping to make this v-neck for the tank top, and that's a lot of my store-bought tank tops are shaped like that, and that what drew my attention to this pattern. So it looks very good, looks really pretty. Actually looking at it, I'm not sure if I would do it out of the cotton. I might try and get away with some light fingering for it, to be honest. It looks really, actually could, if it's a DK, I could really get away with some, I have some really pretty DK colors, so I could try and do that. And since it's so, looks very thin, and you know the straps is very open, so even if it's not out of a cotton, it'll still be very breathable. So I don't know, all the yarn options. This is why you have no idea how long it took to narrow down to these 4 patterns to talk about. I spent a lot of time on Ravelry just searching through and going down all the sweater rabbit holes, tank top rabbit holes, t-shirt rabbit holes. It's quite amazing. So yeah, it looks really good, and like I said, that shaping really draws it to me. I kind of have a problem with necklines. I don't like anything that like comes up to here on my neck, if you can tell by my outfit. I like v-necks and opened circular yokes. But yeah, I really love it. Again, it's that bottom up that kind of throws me. It's just something I need to get over, really. It's really silly, like hurdle that I see a bottom up construction and I think, oh, I can't do that. Yes, I can. I just have to get over it. Honestly, I've actually made before a top down construction tank top that was really fun, but it made me see why so many designers do it bottom up, because you kind of have a lot of pieces to get that neck shaping. You have to do, like, you have to get one side, one side, one side, one side, and then join it all together. It's quite a hassle, but worth it. I do love that top, actually. The last top I think is one of the most popular on Ravelry, to be honest with you. It is the Summer Secret Crop. This is by Jessie Made Designs. It is fingering and bottom up. What I love about this style is that it kind of has, it has a different sort of neckline than the previous one, but it has that shoulder shaping, and there's back shaping to it. So it's just a very classic, almost bra style tank top. What does make me a little bit hesitant, other than the bottom up, is the straps. Regardless of that, what drew me to this tank top is the shoulder shaping. It'll just be really, I think it's very, like, a very classic summer top look, that shaping at the shoulders and then having like this straight neckline that comes down a bit lower, because like I said, I don't like anything that goes up here on my neck. It just drives me crazy. So having it like close to here would be really ideal for me. So those are the 4 tops that I really want to make. All of them are so pretty. I could see what I could do for each one of them. I kind of am really eager to make these tops and just really, like I said, get over that hurdle of bottom up. I can't do that. Yes, I can. It's fine, and it'll make tops that I really think I'll wear and really love. So yeah, I'm really eager to make at least some of these tops. That is the end of this video. If any of these tops caught your eye and you want to make them, I would love to hear about it. You could comment down below. It's so amazing that these designers take the time out to put these patterns out for free, so that knitters just getting into garment knitting can experiment with no cost to them. So if you could, for all of these patterns, just take a moment to like them on Ravelry, add them to your library, and just leave a comment, because that means so much to designers. Like, you have no idea. Like, I get so excited anytime anyone comments on one of my patterns. So if you could just give that back a little, that would be great. So that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And yeah, that's the end. I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!